Ìbàdàn. Aago mẹ́jọ òwúrọ̀ ti lù.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 8 a.m.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
This is a journey into music and sound.
Hey people, this is Aramide.
What's up? My name is J1.
Yo, my name is K-Switch. Senna.
Credible right here.
Hey yo, this is LKT.
Hey football on here. Hi, my name is Niniola.
Hi, Abasa Conde, the Paramount King of Music.
Yeah, one of my people that call me Q-Dot.
It is your favorite boy, Sean Teaser.
It's your boy, Seriki Omowo.
And yo, it's your boy, Jide Crystal. And you're listening to Melody 100.7 FM. Don't touch that dial.
I love it. 100.7.
Your presets for your hit music now. 0.7
Melody FM 100.7.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's
Right, another beautiful morning. Yes, a beautiful wet day, wet Monday. Everywhere looking like we're having a festival of rain. I'm telling you, this is the time you know those who really know and love their job. This is the time to know those who really have so much passion for what they do. This is the time to know the lazy ones amongst us, because they're going to be hiding under the weather, hiding under the rain and say, is it raining? Oh God, it's raining. Okay. Well, prepare for it, because it's going to be like that for tomorrow, even into Wednesday. That has been the prediction. So brace yourself. That's what the weather is going to be giving us for this week. So no August break at this time at all. So good morning and welcome. This is Melody Sunrise, Melody 100.7 FM in the city of IB, the city of First, the city of the brown roots, the city that never makes lazy people, the city where you must know what you're doing. IB City in Oyo State. Welcome. My name is Pretty. Call me the Fine. Of course, you know how we do it on Melody Sunrise every morning. We take you on a high, we bring sunshine, and we bring a beautiful breakfast. We serve you breakfast hot, fresh, and spicy this morning. We bring you inspiration, we bring you good tunes, and sports come through. Before then will be newspaper headlines. That will be in the next less than 6 minutes. 8:30 time for sports. At the other side, we get into the assembly. What are we looking at in the assembly this morning? Prepare. Let's talk about by-election, especially as it concerns Oyo State, where we had Ibadan North Federal Constituency rerun that happened on Saturday. Voter apathy everywhere. People didn't come out to vote. And we are asking this morning, what could be the problem? Is it that people are tired of the politicians and they just say, they should do what they are doing, Jare, no concern us? Or is it that there was no enough sensitization for people to know there was election that day? Because I drove around town before I came back to the office that Saturday. I tell you, Everywhere was just like a ghost town. In all of those places where they are voting, the constituency, only very, very few, I think around the corner by here where you had a few people. But others, you could just see that they were not even ready for election at all. Nothing like election. So be looking through that. What could be the problem? People are tired of the politicians, Abi. So they say they should just be doing whatever they like and make them do a beg. Or the sensitization was not much. People didn't know much that there was election. Or if you have another or, you can add it at that time. Okay? At the other side of it, we'll celebrate those celebrating today on the Melody Surprise segment of the show. And this is how we do things every morning. Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. There will always be rain. Yeah, that's one thing you should know. There will always be rain. But one thing is, after the rain comes sunshine, and every morning there will be an opportunity for you to be better. This morning is a brand check for you, a brand new check that God has given you. What do you want to write on it, and how do you want to make use of the check? Now depends on you. So that's what you should know, because every morning is a blank check for you to get better. Forget about yesterday, focus on today so you can have a better tomorrow. That's what I'm telling you this morning. A bit of inspiration this morning, a bit of motivation this morning. Good morning and welcome. It's a new day has come. That's how it is. Good morning and welcome.
I was waiting for so long for a miracle to come. Everyone told me to be strong, and don't shed a tear. Through the darkness and good times, I knew I'd make it through. And the world thought I had it all, but I was waiting for you. Hush, now I see
That's my prayer for you today. If you've gone through any pain, or you're going through any pain right now, I pray that the rains coming down now will wash away all of the tears, all of the pains, all of the suffering that you're going through right now. That's my prayer for you this morning. Let the rain come down, wash away all of the tears that you're suffering from. Good morning once again. Let's go to the paper segment of the show now. Of course, I have with me, as always, Punch newspaper, Vanguard newspaper, the Daily Post newspaper, the Sun newspaper is also here, as well as the Guardian newspaper. Let's begin to look at them one after the other, taking the headlines and one after the other. All right, the first one before me this morning, let me begin with the Sun. Yes, let me begin with the Sun newspaper this morning. Of course, these are the headlines in today's Sun newspaper for Monday, August 18. 2027, why Jonathan should not contest for presidency. Shehu Sani is the one talking this morning. Now, what is his reason? You can go check that out on the Daily Sun newspaper for this morning. You also have this one. NIMASA elevates 9 directors, 234 others. 69 trainees graduate from NBC's 27th Supply Chain Academy is another one. Yes, of course, you have the banner headline on the Sun newspaper talking about Daily Sun. APC, ADC clash over by-election outcomes. And that has been the major thing happening right now in Nigeria, because since that election on Saturday, there has been talks here and there. There has been clashes, especially in Kaduna State, between APC, ADC. So ADC trying to make a point, APC not allowing them to make the point. Okay, so the banner headline on the Daily Sun this morning says APC ADC clash over by-election outcome. Of course, there's the story has a multiple rider. Says protest. It said process flawed. Yes, claims opposition party talking about ADC. Then Tinubu Lord's exercise is another rider that came through with our headlines. Daily Sun for this morning. Okay, telecoms industry burns 480 billion naira yearly on diesel to stay connected. This according to NCC boss. See how much you spent on diesel. Why can't we just have power? What a country. 2027 Daily Farotimi questions Obi's one-time presidency proposal. Yaya Bello Ododo visit former governor Idris Wada, discuss unity and economic development. My ordeal was not political. I have been victimized. Ibom Air passenger. Comfort Emerson. The lady finally spoke, and she said a whole lot of things in a video she posted yesterday. NNPCL Limited and LNG deepen talks on hydrogen production gas master plan. And you have 129 kilowatts solar system cuts JMG's diesel bill by 40 million naira. Is another story on today's Daily Sun newspaper. NCDMB urges African oil producers to seek cheaper financing. Tinubu, Shetima, Bauchi governor, Kebbi governor, others, Mon Emerald Zuru, and Gombe governor's ex-advisor dumps APC for ADC. By-elections, how elections were won, lost in Anambra, Adamawa, and still on by-election, APC describes victories as votes of confidence from Nigerians. A dress rehearsal for 2027 mockery of democracy. This is according to Labour Party, talking about the by-election. And Abure-led LP threatens legal action against INEC over by-elections candidates exclusion. How NMPP used thugs to intimidate, attack, and disenfranchise our supporters. Kano APC talking there. And Eze Chip Tosu court reaffirms Gab Nwosu as duly elected traditional ruler of Obiangu community. And the PDP rejects Edo by-election result. Tinubu applauds by-election winners. Praises INEC for smooth conduct across 12 states. Of course, those are the major headlines. Okay, before I leave Daily Sun, some sports headlines there. 6 Super Falcons players' luggage finally in Lagos after long delay. Osimhen to star in Turkish movie. Wow. Ronaldo Georgina's wedding date revealed. That might be the next biggest wedding after Davido's wedding now. The world is watching out. The world is looking out, watching out for what Ronaldo and Georgina's wedding will look like. Okay, these are the major headlines on today's Daily Sun newspaper for this morning. And from the Daily Sun, let me take you now to the Punch newspaper. Around the Punch newspaper, the banner headline on today's Punch newspaper says workers' compensation FG backtracks as NFC holds ground. Workers' compensation FG backtracks as NFC holds ground is a story on the banner headline on the Punch newspaper. Of course, it says, and the story has a writer, NSITF moves to avert strike, says AGF will refund workers, NLC leaders to meet. Let me give you an insight into that story. It says the federal government has pledged to reverse deductions from the employers' compensation scheme managed by the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund to ease tension with the Nigerian Labour Congress following the threat of a nationwide strike by the union. Last week, the NSC accused the federal government of diverting 40% of NSITF contributions to the government's treasury. The NSC said the move undermined workers' social protection and demanded both an immediate refund and the full reconstitution of the National Pension Commission Board. Of course, the NFC had warned that a non-compliance could trigger industrial action nationwide. This federal government said. Anyway, God have mercy. Okay, let's just move away from that. And this one says shipping crisis delays Dangote's 550 CNG trucks, 450 arrive. APC opposition clash over by-election results in 12 states is another story on the Punch newspaper. See from the Punch, 2 Nigerians die of suspected poisoning in Libya. Lagos APC celebrates party's by-election wins. Military court finds New Zealand soldier guilty of attempted espionage. And you have Russian strikes kill 3 in Ukraine ahead of White House talks. They want to have a White House talk. Here they are still killing each other. Many feared killed as bus plunges into Taraba River. I mean, that was a very terrible news that came through from Taraba yesterday. And Nigeria deports 42 convicted Chinese, Philippine cyber criminals. Lagos Task Force seizes 600 motorcycles, arrests 7. Ogudu Ifakwe Bridge repair. LASTMA urges motorists full compliance. And police inspector arrested for robbery, extortion in Edo. In business, FG bows to NFC pressure, appoints chairman for PENCOM. Nigeria's factories go local to survive currency turmoil. And to more stories, young Nigerians want jobs, security, not recycled old politicians. PDP chieftain Olawepo Hashim is the one talking there. Housing minister seeks cancellation of Kano by-election. And you also have Jigawa PDP rejects Babura Garki by-election result. By-election, PDP rejects APC's victory in Edo, cites Beavers sabotage. And defense minister refutes news of APC loss in Jigawa. And these are the major headlines. Okay, before I leave it, Sadiq still in Sociedad plans, coach. And Atalanta waiting for suitable Lookman offers is another story. And these are the stories on the Punch newspaper for this beautiful morning. And from the Punch, I move you to the Vanguard now. For headlines in today's Vanguard newspaper, the banner headline on the Vanguard says PDP, ADC, LP kick as APC sweeps by election. Okay now. And let me also remind you, as you are listening to me, with all of these dailies, you can also check them out as we have them on the front pages. We call them front pages, and we have them on our page. Talking about Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. You can go there, check them out. you see the headlines for yourself. Even as I'm reading them out for you on the radio, they are being displayed right there. Yes, Bola Fortune doing a very beautiful job right there. All right, big ups to my boys. Okay, so you can go check the headlines for yourself on our page, as well as I'm reading now, they are displaying. You see part of my video and you see part of the headlines. As I'm taking Vanguard now, you have Vanguard displayed on our page. I mean, you can't get it this one. It can't be as sweet as this elsewhere. I'm telling you. People have said what they see on our page is like they are watching Nollywood movies. Beautiful. It can only be God. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Yes, APC is sweeping everywhere, and that's the banner headline on the Vanguard. Says how APC swept by elections, and of course the story has some multiple headlines. PDP, ADC, LP kick as APC sweeps by election is the story. All right, more stories. Evanson on Ibom Air incident. I'm traumatized. My body used for stickers. Rice farmers blame price hike on cartel, middlemen, and still from the Vanguard. Taking these headlines. This one: Southeast governors are supporting Tinubu for 2027. Dave Umahi. APC rejects Anambra South by-election result. Nigeria tops as Singapore's West Africa trade surges 85% to $7.47 billion. Okay, UN ranks Nigeria's 8th on African Industrialization Index, 98th globally. Foreign investment in manufacturing dips as binding constraint persists. And you have this one, stock market. APT Securities forecasts 100 trillion naira mark in second half of 2025. And you have this one still from the Vanguard. APC mourns as Yilwata party's national chairman loses mother. The person, the man who is heading the PDP as the chairman, APC as the chairman, has lost the mother. INEC declares Zamfara Assembly by-election inconclusive. PDP's Onyekule wins Ibadan North Federal Constituency by-election. And reverse LG polls. Fubara's men in the dark. Reverse LG polls. Fubara's men in the dark. Wike moves to retake political structure for Tinubu. PDP leaders, INEC official thugs arrested. APC demands cancellation in Kano. And still from the, you have 40 missing, 10 rescued in Sokoto boat mishap is another story on the Vanguard newspaper. Policemen, 3 others arrested in Edo for armed robbery, extortion. And PDP leaders, INEC officials, thugs arrested. APC demands cancellation in Kano. These are the headlines you have on today's Vanguard newspaper. Now let's quickly take you to the Daily Post now, which actually is the last paper for me to review this morning. For headlines in the Daily Post newspaper, the banner headline on the Daily Post this morning says frustration as APC, PDP, NNPP outshine coalitions ADC in controversial by-elections. And you have how market Ononuga taunts Atiku Obi El-Rufai after ADC's defeat in by-elections. 2027 Obasanjo Buhari achieved nothing. Farotimi questions Obi on one-time proposal. Food prices remain high despite fourth inflation decline. CPPE is another story on the Daily Post newspaper. All right. For more headlines on the Daily Post newspaper, you have these one there. 2027, they want to rebrand failure. Farotimi on Jonathan's return. And troops recover rifles, magazines in Borno operation. And hostile Nigerian states will suffer limited connectivity. This is according to Alton. And when we say Alton, we're talking about Association of Licensed Telecom Operators of Nigeria. OPSH laws hands over recovered arms, ammunition to NCCSAW, And Chief of Army Staff reshuffles Nigerian Army High Command, appoints new GOCs, PSOs. Nigeria has lost pillar of stability. Tinubu mourns Emir of Zuru. And APC National Chairman Yilwalter loses mother. How this one? By-election, Peter Obi, El Rufai hiding over loss. Yet to wish IBB happy birthday or mockery. 2027, why Jonathan should not contest Shehu Sani. And the by-election, our victory endorsement of Tinubu's administration, APC, recall threat, I committed no sin endorsing OT, Reps member, Ikweche. And the food prices remain high, and Nigeria insurance companies, other firms push NGX to 429 billion naira losses amidst threats, 3-day decline streak. A bit of sport before I leave that. Ballon d'Or 2025, he scored important goals. Ex-France star Dominic names player to win award. Okay, EPL, I'm not convinced he will score goals. Troy Deeney on Arsenal's £55 million Gyökeres. There's been comparison between Gyökeres and Šeško after the game yesterday. They said Gyökeres, football fans can be crazy. And we'll come into that very shortly as we talk about all of these. You know, weekend for the action, Monday for reaction. Okay, let's leave it like this morning. Of course, we'll be back. Let me have a breather. It's time for sports after this breather. Yes, thank you very much for listening to the newspaper headline segment. Keep it locked. We're coming with sports as my guys will be joining me now. I'll be talking sports as the league actions all returns. Apart from Italy, league actions returned at the weekend. Apart from Italy and Germany. Okay, let's have this short break. I'll be back. This is the song that's talking about summer rain. I'm talking about Carl Thomas. He's talking about summer rain. We don't have summer here, but we have rains everywhere. Rain, rain, rain. Let's take it away. It is a Melody Sunrise with the finest this beautiful Monday morning. Money making Monday in the city of Ibadan.
Outside rain, she keeps me home. Quiet conversation makes me warm. So warm. Summer rain, sweet rain, whispers me to sleep and wakes me up again. My rain, sometimes I swear I hear her call my name. I swear, I swear, my summer rain. In the middle of the night when I'm alone, I feel her kisses on me even when she's gone. Can't wait till she gets home. Whispers me to sleep and wakes me up again. Sometimes I swear I hear her call my name. To wash away the pain. Summer rain. I don't mind if it rains forever. If it rains, let it rain on me. I asleep and wakes me up
baby,
again.
won't you be my summer rain?
Sometimes I swear
oh, say, baby, won't you be my summer rain? Say, baby, won't you be my
Melody FM 100.7.
Looking to probe from deeper now. That's a smashing ball, it's Martins.
Josie, Yobo, Okubo.
And it's pushed out to the box.
Double Odesi.
Sensational. What a wonderful finish.
That is the most embarrassing own goal.
Oh, what a goal. That's something out of nothing. He struck it sweetly. And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
Okay, it is 4 o'clock when you hear the tune. You know it is time to talk sport this morning. My guys are here. Of course, I hope they will not be talking as Olote this morning, especially Daniel Adeyemi, because there's a question I want to ask, and I'm scared to ask Daniel. Because of what I saw yesterday. I didn't see... Daniel, good morning first. It's you I want to start with.
Yeah, good morning, viewers and listeners at home.
Hope you will not speak as an Olote.
No.
Promise not to speak as an Olote.
No, there is nothing to do
the game you saw yesterday, because I saw a better Manchester United.
No.
You see,
to be honest, it was a better Manchester United, to be honest.
Better, right?
Better Manchester United. They were better than Arsenal in that game. But still, I don't feel like it's a better team. It was just a better performance.
Okay, better. If it's a better performance, it's not a better team.
No, it wasn't a better team. You can't be good on a game. Doesn't mean you're good as a team. We're just better. Yesterday, I saw a lot of energy dissipated. Man United didn't have any pattern of play. They were just a lot of energy put into the game.
But do you know that in that game, David Raya saved more balls?
Exactly.
So
that's what happened.
They pose more threats.
You know, for Arsenal, they know it's a marathon. They know it's a 38 games. For Arsenal, for Manchester United, it was about making a statement. Desperately wanted to make a statement that we are back, and they are not back really. So I won't be shocked to see Arsenal, Man United lose to maybe Wolves in the next game or so. In my own opinion, I believe they did well yesterday, but I don't think that's a very good thing.
Fortune Ogba, good morning. Good morning. You are a Man U fan now, so even if I asked you, I know you say a different thing from this man's view.
Well,
this man is an Olote view.
No, it's not an Olote. They should bring out the player that stood out in the game yesterday.
Good morning, Fortune.
Good morning, the finest. Good morning, guys in the studios. Good morning, listeners at home. Like we say, the Premier League football is back, and then it's going to be interesting from this moment henceforth. All the actions during the weekends, like the finest said earlier, and then the reactions now. I don't know where the sports guy is coming from right now, but if you look at that back line for Arsenal yesterday, almost all of them had yellow cards. That was due to the fact that they were unable to contain the likes of Cunha and Mbomo.
Yes, Cunha wanted to kill them, and Mbomo was also a threat.
Everywhere, and one thing was the fact that
Mbomo was not a threat. Cunha for me was the player of the match.
You said Mbomo was not a threat?
He wasn't a threat.
That thing we saw. Are you sure you watched that game?
I saw a pot belly man just trying to.
No, he did not see that.
No, he didn't say.
Maybe you were playing PS2.
The truth is, it's easy to actually say Mbeumo had a great game. The same thing with Bruno Fernandes. The same thing with Dogu. For me, all of them just put a lot of energy into the game. But what I'm saying is that Arsenal scored in since how many minutes? I think 30 minutes of the game. And they held.
And that was an error from the goalie.
Don't talk about an error. They score. You two should have made an error to score now.
Okay. The bam. I know if no one is feeling cool, you're always feeling cool. See where you are dressing like you are going to the moon.
The weather is actually very cool.
It's very cool. See what everybody is wearing.
It depends on where we're coming from.
Boom.
We have taken. Have you taken Agbo before?
No, I don't do that.
Okay. No worry. We are not the same.
Good morning, fighters. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Sport Love. Good morning to all our listeners out there. It's nice to be here. Talking about the performance of United, that's what you started with Daniel. I think United actually played good football, yes, but they lost. They lost to Arsenal. But I would like to tell the route of Daniel. Actually, they put so much energy. Now, this is the first game. They had a terrible game last season. So they were looking forward to just making a statement. Yes, and it was against a big team. So they had all the energy to be put out there. But just like Daniel said, it's a marathon. And I don't like the fact that United lost their first game, because later in the season, when you need those points, that's when you think back and look back and say, oh, you've lost 3 points and all of it. But it was a good game. Maybe we're about to see the best of our Amorim football right there.
Yeah. All right. We'll still go there. And that's not where I actually wanted to start, but there was a reason I had to start.
You had your time.
There's
no reporter here.
Just hold on.
There's no reporter here.
Where I actually wanted us to start is where Deep Tigers, what they are doing now. They are moving closer to $100,000. I don't
know why it's about.
Somebody said, why do I always say this? Okay, you two are saying it. Okay. Anyway, it was a great game last night. I mean, decimating Cameroon. Cameroon couldn't oppose a threat in the first instance. 101 to 92 victory over Cameroon. I mean, Cameroon have done anything against us?
I mean, at first I thought Cameroon was going to beat Nigeria, but it looks
you
like
thought?
Yes, because
the team that beat the defending champion.
That's Algeria.
No,
Cameroon also defeated.
We beat Tunisia, and I'm talking about
Tunisia. Yes. And I think Cameroon, their first game too was they had a win. Yeah, if I can remember.
They did.
Yeah, they did have a win. So, and Cameroon, when it comes to the Afro basket or African basketball, they are also a top team right there. But big ups to the D Tigers of Nigeria, and I am seeing very, very good players. Josh Okogie, Akobundu, Stan Okoye. These guys are really, really good. They are putting up great performance, and automatically they've qualified to the quarterfinals.
Definitely.
Now it's just 2 games to go. Now they've defeated Tunisia, who's a team that's actually won, or they were the defending champions. So now that we've done it, and Cameroon is also a top side, I don't think there's any barrier or any top team that can actually hold us if these guys actually play like the way they've been playing in the group stage.
A step to the World Cup qualification now. Just a step.
A step to the World Cup, which is actually very key, because last World Cup they were not there.
Exactly.
Yes, and this is another opportunity for them to be there. Yeah.
I mean, you must give it to them. I mean, definitely, like you always say, 100,000 is a big motivation. Definitely, the guys also will be looking at that. And of course, we don't want to be welcome. We don't know what happened to the Chan Eagles. I'm sure they are around, but we don't even know how they got to the country.
They still have a game.
No, we have said it.
Okay, they still have a game. They're still there. Okay.
Even if they come, who is willing to see them? So they have to just sneak to their.
For the Tigers, they know definitely that they actually want to make that glorious entrance to the nation, and it's a very big motivation. You are representing a nation that is currently, celebrating when you get a win, when you get a victory. So you really want to go for it, and I think that reflects in their performance yesterday, and of course in the previous game. So let's just hope now that going into edging closer to the final, the president will come out because we are yet to see any message from the president.
Definitely.
Maybe because of this chant something now, but maybe we'll start getting support from everywhere for them.
Okay, you have anything to add to that?
I think the Cameroonian side, they actually came out maybe in the first quarter. They were out. They tried to see what they could do, but eventually they were unable to sustain it. Hence, Nigeria was able to dominate and eventually come out victorious there, which has put us in the quarterfinals. But take nothing away from the Cameroonian guys, they also did well in that game. So subsequently, let's hope that they turn up, because I think they were the winners some time ago, 2007 or thereabout. And right about now, we would have been expecting. I mean, considering the fact that they've also won their previous games, they would have given us a tougher. They would have posed a tougher challenge. But it's a good one for the Tigers, and let's see how we go forward henceforth.
All right, the WAFU B Champions League qualification for female. Of course, we now know how it's going to be turning out because the girls from Ghana, will be playing Nigeria in Group B. Yes, talking about Bayelsa Coins. We have our girls. What's that their name again? Yes, Police Ladies. Yes, Police Ladies from Ghana. Yes, to be doing battle against Bayelsa Coins in the WAFU B Women's Champions League qualifiers. In that Group B, also we have the Association Sportive de la Cosa, and of course some Nelly FC are also drawn in that group. The qualification we commence Saturday. Yes, this Saturday in Côte d'Ivoire. I mean, WAFU B Champions League for ladies. Bamba.
Yeah.
The last time we thought we were ready for it. It was like we didn't really do the way we should be.
Yeah, we didn't do well, but right now we have a representative. Our representative is Bayelsa Queens. Yes, and they put up a good performance when it comes to the league, and we all know that the WAFU B involves just West African country. Yes. You see Benin Republic, you see Togo, Ghana. You see Ghana, yes, and Niger, Burkina Faso. Yes, I'm right there. So, I said Burkina Faso, sorry, just Ghana, Togo, Benin, Nigeria at that group. So, I think when it comes to Nigerian football, Bayelsa Queens have actually dominated, and over the years, or most recently, we've seen our teams, even the male and female, they do well at home. We think that they are really, really good, just like the Charm Boys. But when they go elsewhere, that's when they actually shake them up. Right there. So they have to prove a point, and the guys have not been able to prove a point that they can actually be top outside of Nigeria. Exactly. And now this is another opportunity for them to face the likes of Ghana. You just mentioned Police Ladies. Yes, Sam Nelly from Benin Republic, and Sportive de la Cousa, yes, of Togo. So if they go on to win the group, now we'll be confident that at least we're trying to conquer Africa, and we have to move a step ahead of conquering the world. But first, let's see what would happen in the WAFU B qualifiers, and hopefully Bayelsa Queen represent us and do justice to that. Yeah. Okay, let's quickly go to the action. Yes, actions that started at the weekend. Of course, you know how it started. But first, before we go to the league matches, this man is now a second-time winner of a trophy now. It's like the jinx have finally been broken. I'm talking about Harry Kane, because at the weekend too, he won another one after winning the Bundesliga. They thought he had so much jinx on him, but right now it's like the jinx have been broken. So he has 2 trophies in his cabinet now.
I think there has been massive disrespect to the name Harry Kane over time, because eventually the fault, whoever I'm going to fault for that, for his for the how do I use, which word do I use? Exactly, all the time in Spurs was Daniel Levy and his team there, because if that young man had played when he was still young at a very good team, he would have amassed a lot of trophies. We are seeing that in the Bundesliga right now, where he's bringing out beautiful numbers. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, anyways, Spurs.
I said he's blaming the Daniel Levy that has the Europa League in his cabinet now.
Oh,
he's the Bundesliga.
Do you know how long it took for him to?
It's 2 years to win an European trophy.
It took what?
Abi, is that an European trophy, Harry Kane?
No. It's just German.
Regardless.
So Son has gone away with the European trophy in the same Tottenham.
He just got into that system, that team, and he has gelled so well. Give him another.
Anybody will gel in that place.
He will not win. He will not win the Conference League. He will win the Champions League.
The easiest trophy to win is with Bayern Munich Bundesliga.
Or PSG.
You know they must always win something.
Definitely.
If you play for PSG, you play for.
It's no brainer. I'm sure deep down him, he won't feel any of this until he wins the Champions League.
Are you for real?
Because that's the only place he feels like he's made a statement. It's like going to USA to play football after you retire now. Bundesliga, what's the competition there? Who is the rival? Bayer Leverkusen and Bayer Borussia Dortmund.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say is he's finding his patch right now, and then eventually, let's not take anything away from Vincent Kompany and his boys there. But I see them going places in Europe this season.
I don't see them as a threat, number one. But two, to actually be honest with you, Harry Kane has done so much for football. But he needs more than that to go down with so much respect. He scored a lot of goals. I think he's the third in the rank of Premier League guys goal scorer. So at that height, all he needs to have to eat is trophy. And Bundesliga will not cut it very much, until he do something, maybe with the national team or maybe in the Champions League. So for me, he's done well for himself. I think they will say a half a loaf is better than none. Yeah. So he had a half in his hand right now. He can enjoy that. But ultimate for a player of his caliber is to win Champions League or win something with the country.
Most definitely. All right, let's go to the actions, attractions, and of course everything that went down. The EPL returned at the weekend. Of course, it started on Friday with Liverpool beating Bournemouth 4-2. Ellis care for Liverpool when Bournemouth seemed like they were going to do something, because 2-0 up at the time. Then Bournemouth came down 2-2. But big up to the new buys. I'm going to be asking you guys when we are done with all of these results, the new buys in all of these clubs that actually made your match day one. All right. On Saturday, games went down as well, where Aston Villa played a goalless draw with Newcastle United. Of course, Brighton and Hove Albion also played 1-1 draw with Fulham. Sunderland, the new boys, defeated West Ham United 3-0. Tottenham Hotspur defeated the new boys as well. Burnley 3-0, while Wolves lost it was a big loss. They beat them like thieves that stole goat in the market. Manchester City did what they had to do. 4-0 that game ended. And of course, yesterday, as you expected, match went down, and Chelsea could only play goalless draw. In fact, that match, there's still controversies that Crystal Palace actually should have been given the result of that game to be 1-0 because very case they scored a very beautiful penalty. Although they said it was.
I like you to let Bobola have his take on that.
Free kick. He scored a free kick, but I don't know why the defender of Chelsea would allow himself to be muzzled like that.
Oh, really?
I mean, you're a defender now.
It's not about being muzzled. Mm-hmm. If you look at the way free kick is organized, the way they make the walls, there's a line.
As I'm making the argument, remember to make a case for Bayern there because it was also
just calm down.
That game that Arsenal
just
scored,
calm down.
There was a muzzling that happened.
Anytime there's a free kick, the referee will take is what's it called? That thing in their hand to make a line, not the line in front, the line between the opposition player and the player that wants to play. So he moved all the way from that line to Chelsea's line. Go check that. There has been analysis on that. It's a clear rule. He went against a clear. It wasn't just a push. It was a push from his side. If he had remained pushing and he had not crossed to the other, he moved his whole body to the other line. So that infringed on the rule. And that's a clear no-go.
I agree. Okay. Yeah, initially when I saw it, I
you were emotional.
Yes, I came to meet Daniel and I said this was not supposed to be a free kick. But after the game, I saw a particular clip where they analyzed it, just like Daniel just said, and that was it. And if they make the rules, they make the rules. So I mean, I have no choice than to follow the rules.
Yeah, exactly. I'm bringing that matter out because most people don't understand the rules. You know, they just make, especially all of these Ilu Pelu boys. You know, too much noise.
Those are my brothers. Those are my brothers.
They don't understand the rules.
That's what makes that place fun.
You know, that's why we took our time on Saturday to read out the new rules that are applying now in the EPL. Before some people will now start beginning to make noise again. That rule, actually, that player violated the rule. That was why there was a VAR check. And when you even took the referee some time to check it himself. Yeah. And when he came back, he saw that it was an infringement. So there was no robbery. They didn't rob Crystal Palace. So it was a pure rule that was actually applying to that game. So it was goalless. Chelsea 0. Now, you said Chelsea, one of the guys, the team to win the league.
Actually, tipped Chelsea.
Yeah. But what you saw yesterday.
I like the way this is progressing.
Well, I think Crystal Palace, maybe we are underrating them. They just won the cup, that's Community Shield against Liverpool.
The best team in the league.
Yeah, I mean, at last season they were the best. That's Liverpool, and we saw the way they held them down in the middle of the park. And starting the season, too, they are also a big team right now in the Premier League. They would also want to prove a point. And yes, I saw Chelsea actually play good football. It was just that at the attack, Crystal Palace were just able to hold them down right there. So it still doesn't mean that Chelsea might not still go on to win the league. But Crystal Palace, with the way people are painting them, they paint them like they are Burnley. Right now in the Premier League, they are up there too.
Exactly.
Because they just won 2 titles from the Premier League. So they are at the level of competing with top teams right now. So I think it's still a decent performance for Chelsea, but they still need to work on their attack. I feel like if somebody like this man, Cole Palmer, is off the game, if the middle of their park is being blocked, like the way they played PSG, they were on the counter side. They tried to play to PSG's game. Now, if some of these small teams play to Chelsea's game, Chelsea will not see any goal, and that's one of the things that they have to work on.
Crystal Palace actually studied
their
Chelsea
game. Yes, exactly. So there will always be a dominant side. There's always a team that has a master plan. But if you can counter that master plan, most of these teams that counter the master plan used to actually dominate or eventually win the game or even draw the game. That was what Chelsea did to PSG, and now this is what Crystal Palace is doing to Chelsea.
It's a payback time.
Yeah,
like Bobola said, it's all about countering the master plan. This is why we love this game called the Premier League, because you see managers coming up and showing that I've been watching and I've been working. This Crystal Palace manager, any team he wants to play, he goes to watch them a lot. He did the same thing with Manchester City, wins the FA Cup. The same thing with Liverpool, held them down onto a penalty shootout, which he went on to win. And with Chelsea yesterday, he studied this Chelsea side. He knows a lot of quality in this side. And what he did, he didn't let Chelsea to come to him. He went further to meet Chelsea right there. And it was so intense for Chelsea. Of course, you have to give it to Chelsea on the defensive side, because you look at the guy that was at the center half for Chelsea. He was a 19-year-old boy. No.
The guy wasn't that good. And Daniel has been making a point.
I'm not making him out.
He has been making a point out of this guy.
The numbers out there.
Finally, we've been having a clash because of this 19-year-old guy.
Bobola, when you are 19 years old, and you play against a Crystal Palace that Van Dijk failed to hold, the Crystal Palace side at the Manchester City defense,
you make it seem like he's the only guy
that Arsenal Saliba could not hold down. This same Mateta guy, this guy came yesterday, held down Mateta, had more rating on performance.
You know my problem with Daniel tried to distinct that guy from the whole four backs. Daniel will always make.
He had the highest rating in the whole four backs.
All of the old guys actually, all the guys played really well. All of them from the back because they did not concede any goal. But Daniel will continue to mention 19-year-old.
Why should I not mention a 19-year-old? But who is just making his Premier League debut? They start. That's his first start. 19-year-old.
And I saw flaws in that guy. But Daniel doesn't.
Of course, you should see flaws. But eventually,
but you're making him seem like he was a special player.
He was a better player than Mateta yesterday. That was what Manchester City defense could not do. The same thing that Arsenal defense failed to do. The same thing that Lyon defense failed to do. And you said I should not give him the praise. Yesterday, for me, it wasn't a performance I was expecting from Chelsea. But at the same time, I'm not disappointed. Like I said, it's a marathon. What I saw is a very good sign. I saw Estival came in and it's looking like the Premier League.
What did he do? That's the problem.
You know,
what did he do?
Right?
Just one move, and Daniel is making.
I did not see anything from
him. When he came, if you look at the game, when he came was the only time Chelsea got 2 chances. In the whole of second half, we had nothing. We had no shot on target, no shot off target until this boy came on, and he said he did nothing.
So let us watch. So what happened to João Pedro?
João Pedro is actually João Pedro and this other guy Gittins that were all in ghost mode yesterday, and this will happen when your midfielder falls back to support the defense, which is why I'm not giving all the praise to Acheampong. I'm also giving it to Caicedo, who spent most of his time at the back yesterday. So why you will see Chelsea, soaking in the attack of Crystal Palace is because they don't have the Lewai Kowi to push the defense forward.
Who is Lewai Kowi?
Lewai Kowi is the guy that helped the team win the Club World Cup and give an assist in the final against the best team in the world. Lewai Kowi is the player who played 64 games for Chelsea last season and helped Chelsea to finish in the top 4.
Daniel will make some of these defenders look like Ballon d'Or winners. You make Kowi look like one very special player. Daniel made a...
You're making Kowi as if you have a Kowi kind of defender.
Daniel said yesterday that if Kowi was in the game, Chelsea would have won.
He said,
Kowi a defender. That was what Daniel said.
Actually, you don't have a Kowi.
No, they can't argue that. You see now. Now, do you think if Chelsea don't have Kowi in that game,
Kowi a defender,
we will have any chance? But without Kowi against PSG, we are done. Without Kowi against PSG in that final, tell me we will be able to hold on that PSG team. What Lewai Kowi do is what he inherited from Thiago Silva, always leading the attack from the back. He's always moving the defensive line to the middle. And when the guy, Achepa could not do that because he's young, of course, he focused on one thing, just keeping Mateta, which he succeeded in doing. So, don't quote me wrong if I said we missed Kowi in that game. I missed him. He's my best defender. Don't quote me wrong if I said the attack could not do well. The likes of João Pedro and Gittins were not able to perform because, of course, they don't have enough help. Even Enzo Fernandez could not work. You can't see Palmer because everybody focused on the defense.
Okay, when we come back at 6:15, we'll have enough time to do all of these agreements. For more games, Nottingham Forest.
Now I know. Now I know my enemies. Look at this one is even gentle.
Don't worry.
It's you.
No, I'm not asking. That's why it's gentle now. Nottingham Forest defeated Brentford 3-1. Of course, Manchester United at home at Old Trafford, the Theatre of Dreams. But it's Theatre of Nightmares now. They were beating the 1-0 by Arsenal. But according to, was it Bam Bam? He said it was a mistake by the goalkeeper, right?
No, I mean, it's the one. Okay, it's over to you.
Okay, so you said it was a mistake by the goalkeeper.
Put on your mic.
The mic is on.
No, there was an infringement on the goalkeeper, actually.
Okay.
In as much as there was an infringement, I would also like to blame the goalkeeper because if he had given a very good punch to that ball when it came in eventually, it would have landed on the head of Calafiori at the back post and then would have nodded it in. But aside that, it was a very nice. Let's see. I take an exception to the fact that you say in our team we don't have a defender like Levico. Did you see? I don't understand. Did you see what was happening there in that back line?
This was just reboot.
Did you see Lenny Yoro?
That's why I asked because I wanted to ask.
You said what again?
You don't have Euro, you don't have Delhi.
No, okay, you also said Euro. And you said Delhi. Okay.
Did you see Lenny Yoro? Did you see that defense? It was so compact. Did you see the only person I faulted? The reason why I would fault Amorim there is playing Dalot ahead of Amad Diallo, because if Amad Diallo had paired with Brian Mbeumo at that particular right wing, it would have been disaster.
Maybe he's trying to manage him.
Perhaps.
And like you said, I agree with the fact that there was an infringement on the goalkeeper. I saw Saliba's hand holding the goalkeeper's hand, and that's a pure foul.
So why didn't?
But we all know Arsenal very good with corner kicks. Maybe the referee were lazy to do that, or I will also blame on the captain of Manchester United, because when you have that, you don't stop until that is checked. Or maybe the goalkeepers also don't make that claim on time, because when it's
he
something
actually
like that,
complained. The Binde complained, but
because at Old Trafford,
but players did not follow it up.
Exactly what I was going to say. So if your captain goes out to say referee, because one of the things we noticed yesterday is the way everybody now respects the referee. There was a particular game where Ugarte was going to the referee and you remember, and then the guy went back there. Okay, now I can't talk,
because they've won them.
And those are one of the things we will be seeing, because the voices that matters, that sees the picture clearer, will not communicate to the captain immediately, and the captain will not be able to also reach the referee, because the captain has to rush to the referee with what he has, and the first thing he says is what the referee wants to hear.
Exactly. These are the things the referee. Yeah, these are the things we said on Saturday.
At the end of the day, I think Manchester United had a very good game.
I didn't take that from
everybody.
The attack was really good. I mean, the possession was 62-38.
For David Raya to save the much he saved, meaning Manchester United actually posed a whole
I just don't believe that as a team. I didn't see that as a very good.
Well, I don't always judge, just as I mean, my guys always know me. I don't judge you by your first appearance on air. So the same way I will not judge any team now by their first game. So even Man City that won 4-0. I'm not judging.
This is not judging, but looking at the team that finished 15th, that played lackluster football last season.
We are just saying
this
it's
is
only
a very
your
huge development.
That's what I'm saying now.
We are only build on this from henceforth.
You have 37.
Did you not hear what I said?
We have 37 and we have.
I think Wolves is your next game. Wolves is your next game.
Fulham
is the next game. So we see what happens. And of course, tonight is going to be Leeds United playing Everton. That's in the EPL. Well, in the La Liga, of course, the action also went down. Some people were saying. There was a goal that Mallorca shouldn't have lost to Barcelona. There's some people, there's always this talk. There will always be talk. That's why you have football. Very, very interesting. But first, yesterday, Celta Vigo were beaten at home by Getafe 2-0. Athletic Club, that's...
So, Atletico, they were winning in the first half. Second half, they scored them. That was Espanyol around the 70-something minute, and later in the 84th minute, yes, Espanyol scored again. Yes, you always see these shockers. And one thing about Atletico Madrid, I saw their squad depth, I saw their bench, and I was wondering why some of these players, or why do they even play like this? In their bench, I saw Solor, I saw Griezmann, I saw Raspadori. Good players, very good attackers, and at the end of the day, you just use Alvarez and squeezed in his son, Simeone, because his son is also in the team. So I feel like their team can be a lot more better than all of these things.
That guy, I think, is a part owner of that club, so they can't do anything to him. Otherwise, why should they still have him as a coach? Anyway, for other matches that were played earlier, Mallorca, they were defeated at home by Barcelona 3-0. Deportivo Alaves defeated Levante 2-1. And of course, Valencia played a 1-0 draw with Real Sociedad. That's how the whole thing went down.
For the Barcelona game, I mean, there was a lot of,
people talked about that game. That
red card issues that was not for Rafinha, and of course one for the Mallorca. So for me, I would say it's La Liga. Don't know where you say his reports.
I've said La Liga is losing its touch. Anyway, we'll come back and talk more. In the League On, because Lens were defeated at home by Lyon 1-0. AS Monaco beat Le Havre 3-1. Of course, Nice beat Toulouse. I mean, that they changed the narrative. Their name is Toulouse, but somehow they didn't lose on Saturday as they beat Nice 1-0. That was the game. Of course, for the game that went down yesterday in the League On as well, of course, quickly give that to you before we wrap up this morning. Of course, we had in the League on Saturday, PSG, of course, you already expect that. They beat Nantes 1-0. Mainz also were defeated at home by Strasbourg, that's Chelsea Light. Of course, Auxerre beat Lorient 1-0. Angers beat Paris FC 1-0. Of course, Brest played a 3-3 draw with Lille. Let's leave it here. When we come at 6:15, we have time to talk more concerning what happened. But quickly, one statement. I mean, who stood out for you at the weekend?
I can't even get
in all of the new buys.
New buys? I don't know. I don't think there's anyone that stood out.
No one stood out. You?
For me, Majis Cunha was exceptional. And then Hugo Ekitike, that guy seems to be a steal for Liverpool. That guy, so it's looking like he's going to set the Premier League on fire.
Rangers. The man from Man City. Very fantastic midfielder.
I think he played good football. I saw it too. He played good football. We'll talk more on that when we return at 6:15. Keep it locked right here. The show continues AM this beautiful morning. When we return, we'll be taking you through the People's Assembly. Thank you so much. Big ups to Fortune. Of course, Bam Bam and the Sports Seer. Let's have a breather. Let's take this time check. And at the other side, it will be time for the People's Assembly. Good morning.
Melody FM 100.7. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m. We are the real home of entertainment. Melody FM 100.7. We are the real home of entertainment. Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan.
There ain't no point holding back the time.
right, thank you very much for being with us still. This is Melody Sunrise, Melody 100.7 FM. We're in the assembly right now. Welcome to the People's Assembly segment of the show, where we always look through important issues in Nigeria. We discuss it. Parliamentary style. Your speaker is seated, and my name is Pretty. It's good to be here this morning. Where are the honorable members? Come mark your register this morning in the assembly. Now, where we're going this morning is simple. By-elections were conducted over the weekend. Of course, we had a whole lot of issues concerning our by-elections here and there. Violence in Kano, in Edo, in other places there were disenfranchisement. In other places, people didn't even come out at all. Now let's limit and narrow it down to Oyo State, and let's limit to our own constituency here, Ibadan, not federal constituency, where the elections also held at the weekend. Moving around, we hardly saw people that came out to vote, and we are asking, what could be the problem? What could be the issue? If you followed us on our social media, especially on Facebook, you would have seen all of the things that we uploaded, we posted there. You see scanty people voting. In some places, people didn't even come out to vote at all. And you ask yourself, what could be the problem? Why are they not voting? I thought these people should be more. Because when we talk of election, we always, in this part of the world, we give much attention to the president, to the governors, whereas we should give more attention to local government election, as well as those representing us at the National Assembly and, of course, state assemblies. But here in Nigeria, we always concentrate on the general election. The major election. We call the major election the presidential election and the governorship election. Forgetting that those who are very close to you are your representative. Ordinarily, they should be the people you even know. Do you know the president? Have you met him before? But you will meet your representative at different levels. So one of the elections we should have taken seriously was the rerun election that took place on Saturday, Ibadan North Federal Constituency election, to replace the man that died, talking about Akinremi Jagaba. But we saw people didn't come out to vote. Everywhere was just dry. And in other places, people were just moving about their normal business. They were not even ready to go cast vote. Now we are looking at it this morning. What could be the reason? One, some people felt, well, they are tired of it's because people are tired of the politicians, Jerry. It's the same thing every time. If you vote for them now, what's the result? Some people felt, is it not somebody going to Abuja? What's my business with somebody going to Abuja to represent us in Abuja? So you don't know whatever he goes there to do concerns you. Another point of view is that some people said, why do we even need to vote? We already know the person that the governor has put there that will win. So why do we need to go and waste our time there? Let me just go and look for what to eat. So all of these things that people have been given as excuses that made them not to come out on Saturday. And we're asking this morning, what do you make of all of these this morning? What do you make? What do you think was actually responsible for people not to come out to have voted in that election? What do you think made us to have voter apathy in that election? Because what we had on Saturday is more of a test to what we're going to be having in 2027. Is this how people will not come out to vote in 2027? Is this how we're going to be experiencing voter apathy? Is this how people will say they don't have confidence in INEC? Is this how people will say, because they've already written it, we are not concerned? Is this how people will say, it doesn't concern me? I bet politicians have failed us. I'm not ready to waste my time in the sun, in the rain, to go and vote for one politician that is going to be making more money. What do you make of this morning? Let's talk in the assembly this morning. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. When you call me, you move away from the radio set. You know you're an honorable member, and where you're calling from is your constituency. So let's talk this morning. What do you make of all of this voter apathy that we experienced on Saturday? And what do you think This is giving us as a sign ahead of 2027. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Member.
This is Honorable Shade calling from Alakia.
Honorable Shade, it's good to have you. Good morning.
Thank you, sir. From my own point of view, I think the reason why people did not come out to vote during the last the election that was held on Saturday is because most people, they think the impact of people going to Abuja to represent us, that their impact are not that felt in our community. So when we vote for some of them, we won't even hear anything from them again. They will not make any impact in the community, unlike governors and a local government chairman. So I think that's one of the reasons why people did not really come out to vote for them on Saturday. Because people were like, what is the effect of we just voting for these people? For them to just go to Abuja to be making their own money. So that's my own point of view.
Thank you, Honorable Folashade. Yes, I mean, yeah, she made a good point there. That people, the mindset of the people is that, the people going to Abuja doesn't have, their impact doesn't have any direct, meaningful impact on their own. Okay, what do you make? That's Folashade making her own point there. What is your own point this morning? What's your view concerning what could have made people not to come out to vote for their representatives on Saturday in the by-election, especially as it concerns Ibadan North local federal constituency? Hello.
Hello, good morning, Honorable Speaker.
Good morning, Honorable.
Olori from Mania.
It's good to have you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, to me, the sensitization is not all that okay in Oyo State here. That's number one. Compare it to 2027. Even Oyonu knows that something is going to happen in 2027 presently. But for that Ibadan, no sensitization too much concerning that. Then number two, the people that resist to come out, maybe because of what the politicians are doing. That's number one. The politicians, they are not doing what we expect from them for the public. So that is the reason why maybe they refuse to come out. But refusing to come out is a danger to us, because if we didn't come out to vote, it means that the 1% of the politicians that are aware of what is going to happen, they will be the one that will be controlling us. So based on that, we should be aware of what is going on in our vicinity, so to participate in it. It is not good for people not to come out to vote. It is not good. Even if they don't know, but they're supposed to know, who am I going to vote for? The politicians, maybe they don't present their candidates to the people. People will just go out and say, okay, just let me vote. Just let me vote. To whom? Maybe they don't know the person. So that is another angle. But the politicians are going to Abuja. To me, they are not doing what people are expecting from them to their constituency. So maybe that is another reason why people refuse to come and vote. But where the secretary is okay, see, hear it, the violence all over. We're supposed not to be. And if we don't copy it from now, it means that 2027 will be of great danger, which we need to control it from this experiment, because this one is a sample of what's going to happen in 2027. God will help us.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member. Thank you for your contribution. It touched different angles. And of course, the reason why people could have decided not to come out to vote on Saturday. Thank you so much, Honorable Yewale. Okay, so what's your own view? Why do you think people decided not to just come out to vote? He has mentioned the fact that publicity wasn't much on that. People didn't know much. 2027, everybody is already aware that there will be election in 2027. People didn't know much about the rerun on Saturday. And he also talked about the fact that politicians, those going to Abuja, have not been representing the people very well. He touched on so many things. And other people also believe that, because they know who will win already, that's why people don't come out to vote. Such mindset, do we still need it in Nigeria. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. You can also send messages to these numbers. We'll be looking through them. Yes, very shortly. Looking through your messages very shortly. In the meantime, let me go back to the phone. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, please do call me back. I couldn't hear anything. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007 is the number to call. These are the numbers to call this morning for you to be part of the discussion. We're looking at the rerun on Saturday. Voter apathy. The voters didn't come out. Everywhere was just as scanty. People were like, they didn't even have time. They didn't even give a damn about what was going on. They didn't give a damn. They felt just they can do whatever they wanted to do. And that was exactly what we saw on Saturday. People didn't come out to vote right here in Ibadan North Federal Constituency, the rerun election there. So we're asking, what do you think could have been responsible? Would have been responsible for people not to come out to vote? Because they are supposed to be, you're supposed to vote for your representative, someone who's going to represent you in Abuja. So we've heard diverse views. I mean, some people said because the politicians have not even been doing the normal thing, they've not been doing well. Some people felt, well, they know who will win already. While some people felt so many other things. So what do you feel? Is what we're asking you this morning. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007 on the People's Assembly segment of the show this morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning. Is anyone there? Okay, let me, I'm getting plenty drop calls, but let me go to the messages now. All right, this one says, good morning. My name is Ade Botolu. Yes, from Kobo. He said, yeah, the reason people will not come out to vote is because people do not believe in the process. The process they believe is flawed, and that is why people didn't come out to vote. Say, for instance, you hear already the LP is talking, ADC is talking, PDP is talking in areas where they didn't win, meaning all of these things that politicians do have continued again, even in the rerun of Saturday. I think this is not good enough for a nation that prides itself as a giant of Africa. Our electoral system is not good enough. There is no confidence in it. That's why people don't want to come out to go and vote. Okay, thank you. All right, this one from Bolaji. Yes, Bolaji from Basharu says, yes, it was a very dry election on Saturday. Even the man that won, I wonder how he won eventually, because to me, there was no election. Everywhere was just dry. God have mercy. Anyway, the PDP was declared the winner of the election, of course, in this by-election and the rerun, yes, of that election of Saturday. Okay, 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. It is the People's Assembly segment of the show, and of course, what's his name? Peter Obi has also been talking, because in Anambra, his ADC didn't even come close, as Abga won the election there. And Peter Obi has said it is very, very, in fact, he said some things there that's a mockery of democracy. And this is a dress rehearsal for 2027, that what we see in 2027 is what we witness on Saturday. Is he already believing that where the man at the top will win all of them in 2027? Is he giving in already? Okay, all right. All right, let me quickly, before I continue with the calls, let me quickly tell you that voter registration begins today. Yes, CVR, continuous voter registration, begins today online. So at the comfort of your home and your offices, you can have registration done. Then on the next week, there will now be the ones you go and do physical registration at local government centers. Yes, at your local government centers. Because you need to know that the strength of democracy is in voters' card. So you need to go out and get your voters' card. Now go and get registered. Yeah, go and get registered. All of these things that people always believe that want to cudgel at momentum and win. We know those who will win it. You don't believe in that. Yeah? One vote can change the result of an election. If you don't know, one vote. If you think the votes don't count, why do you think politicians always come for you every time? Let me take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Happy day. Well done for the radio conference.
Yeah, thank you. So what's your view concerning what we are discussing?
Let me go and hear the...
We are not playing here. We are not playing here. I don't know where you think we are calling, okay? Yeah, this is a serious issue. It's a serious matter. All right? We are looking at the election that held on Saturday and why we had voter apathy, why people didn't come out to vote. Is what we are looking at, okay? We ain't joking here. All right? I was talking about CVR. Yes, so go get your voters' cards. Now, the process begins today, August 18. So you can sit the comfort of your home and go online, register online, do all of the registration online today. And of course, within the week, then next week, they will open the portal for registration, physical registration at the local government. So you can go there next week and get your registration done. Get your voters' card. Don't say votes don't count. If you think or you believe votes don't count, why do you think politicians always come and talk to you? They need that your thumb. They need that your one vote. Because one vote can change things. If you don't know now, you better know. So get your voters card. And it begins from today. Okay? All right. Let's go back to the phone line. 0702 520 1007. 0705 507 1007. I mean, how come even INEC or National Orientation Agency, they are not doing sensitization? I mean, they should have jingles on radio. I'm not the one that should be helping them to do all of these things I'm doing. They should have jingles on radio. NOA, you're not doing much. I've said it several times. National Orientation Agency, I mean, the job is not being done the way it should be done. Back in the day when we were small, there were a whole lot of things that NOA was doing then. Even INEC, I mean, there should be jingles on radio and TVs about CVR, about how to go about it, not just doing small. Okay, let's go back to the phone line. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning, are you there? I can't hear anything. Hello. Yes, good morning. I'm sorry. It's so faint. I couldn't hear much. Please try to see if you can call back. Yeah, try to see if you can call back. Thank you for the understanding. I know you're trying to call. We are witnessing some drop calls. Okay, so please try again. All right. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. It is Melody Sunrise, Melody 100.7 FM, the People's Assembly segment of the show this morning. Okay, there are more messages now. Let me take more messages while we expect the calls. All right, this one says, my name is Olori Ilu from Iwo Road. I think the reason people will not vote is because of the belief that the election has already, the winners have been decided even before the election. And I think the mindset is not good enough. I like what you are saying on the radio now about sensitizing the people. I think we need to do more. The media different, even political parties need to do more on this sensitization. Say, God bless you, Mr. Speaker. All right, thank you so much. All right, now this one from Adebola. Yes, Adebola Martins from Olonda says, good morning. I think the reason people didn't come out to vote on that Saturday is because, just as one of the callers said, not much of the sensitization. In fact, I didn't even know there was an election that day until I got to around General Gas, and I was stuck in traffic, and I was wondering what was happening. What could have caused traffic on a day like this? Until I was told they blocked the road because of the election happening around Bashor. So for me not to know, meaning there was no sensitization, much of them was not done. So I think next time there should be more of such sensitization. Say good morning to you. All right, good morning. All right, this one also from A Blessing Ologueru says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I think Nigerians are just tired of the politicians, totally tired of the politicians and the political system in Nigeria. And that is why they just believe that they should sit back and if they don't vote, let's see what the politicians will count and how they win. But even when you didn't vote on Saturday, didn't they count and people still won? So whether you vote or not, they will still find a way of saying somebody won. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. I'm Bosha from Ibadan.
Your voice changed today. I didn't even know you were the one. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the cold weather. I think I need hot coffee.
Okay, sorry.
Sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. You see, in my opinion concerning the election that was held over the weekend, I think on Saturday, right? I think it's obvious now to APC for your states, as in with the way they've always been opposing PDP and other parties, that they should be up and doing. And just like we have always advised them, if they want to work more on this nation, on this state, then I think it should start from the federal level, because everybody is clamoring hardship and every other thing under their leadership at the federal level, as well as this issue of power and the minister being their leader in the state. In fact, it's what has just happened. It's obvious to him. He should just shine his eyes and charge Mr. President, please be up and doing in terms of how to lead us well and bring relief to we, the good people of Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, that's another way she's looking at it. Okay, Honorable Boss sounding like a PDP stalwart there. I don't know which party she belongs. Anyway, that's our view, and of course, our view well noted. Okay, 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Voter apathy, especially on Saturday's rerun in Ibadan North. What could have led to that is what we're looking at this morning. More messages. This one says, my name is Femi from Gate. I think the voter apathy was because nobody actually believe in the system again. The system is faulty and people are just tired. Okay, thank you so much. All right, and this one says, hi, good morning, Mr. Speaker. My name is Bode. Yes, my name is Bode from Agudi. I think the reason is simple. The politicians have not led us well. The people are angry. So that's why the people believe if they sit back at home and not vote, they will begin to see the reason why they should do the right thing. But I think we should have a different mindset, because whether they vote or not, just as you just said, Mr. Speaker, people will be declared winner. So just as you said, let us go and get our cards. We need to change the narratives in 2027. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. All right, thank you as well. Thank you, I appreciate. All right, so we are gradually moving out of the People's Assembly segment of the show this morning. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Now, the continuous voter registration, CVR, is on. As I said, please go get your voters' cards. you need your voter cards, because if you don't have it, you can't vote. If you don't vote, you can't change things. If you can't change things, then you can't change the narratives. The way things are not right now, things need to change. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you experience? You need to change it. You need to change it. And for you to change it, you must be part of the process. And you can't be part of an electoral process if you are not registered, if you are not a registered voter. So you need to be registered before you can be part of the system. Thank you so much for being part of the People's Assembly segment of the show this morning. It makes a return tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m., right here. A Melody Sunrise, a Melody 100.7 FM. The finance is here. Let's have his breeder. At the other side, we'll talk about the People's, Melody Surprise segment of the show.
With keys. Everyone going through something. But be say only me get something for my. Just believe say joy is coming. Joy shall do right for me, wait for me. Prosper anywhere, wait for to make me see start to grow. But until then, take it there. So I go rest my shoulders. Power me like solar. Mola da mola, amara la cova, alafia yoga. I'm not it then I take it day by day.
Opportunity show up every day. Go get that money, go get that pay. When things are bad or when things are shaky, oh my yeah, no cover face. Stand up, active with the ball. Only bush a jet, but you can't give up. Allow yourself to grow. Okay. On my neck is diamond. I'ma take me to diamond. Say me cut down. On my wrist is a rose gold. But you get them, you go low. And if I do, that guy know they show love. I they show love, but I they keep my money low. I'm cooking. Say me sell out.
When the storm is over, I go rest my shoulders. Power me like solar. Mola da mola, amara la cova, alafia yoga. I'm not it then I take it day by day.
Hopefully I get to say, Mama, buy your house.
Hopefully one day, Papa buy you car.
Àlàáfíà tẹ̀mí gúngún lábẹ́rẹ́ fún.
Ore ọ̀fẹ́ kádùúrà gbà ó.
Melody FM.
Okay, let's do it. Ọ̀pá aṣọ òkè ń sùn níbi táàdì òsì. Tabakọjá tẹ bá rí wa gẹ́ ní kábíyèsí. Torí ohun ojú rí ẹnu ò lè ṣàlàyé máa ń jí. I get am before no be property, so make you try protect your sanity. Kàṣà dúpẹ́ dúpẹ́, orí wa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Back then when I no get proper, I show it. Now I'm blessed and gifted. Say them no fit reach my defense. Make us celebrate is a new day. More them up look, I'm alone. Suru lere yo. Yeah, Suru farabale ṣiṣẹ́ wa jèrè kan. Look, Suru lere yo. I don't clear, I don't gas you. You say no be bad, we don't pass you. My brother also make you stay wise, yo. Make you stay wise, yo. Life not turn by turn, it go reach your turn, you. Look up to God, my Lord, give up you. That be the reason I did focus, you. Focus, coming from the bottom, now we heading to the top. I go do my thing my way, I cook, I don't give a fuck. Only money for my money, right here, Joe. Okay, never about it, better to get on. They try survive, man, they try to live. Whether you bad, you know bad man, they
Melody FM 100.7.
Doing business without advertising is like winking at a girl in the dark. Do not be like a potential bachelor who is busy cutting an eye for a beautiful lady in a very dark room. Give your business the much needed publicity it deserves. Come do business with us by advertising your goods and services on Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan, and let's use our platform to uplift your own. Advertise with us by contacting our marketing department at number 2 MB Makpaderun Street, Bodewasimi, Basharun, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. Telephone 0915 500 107. That is 0915 500 1007. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms at Melody 107 FM. At Melody FM Ibadan, we help make your business to blow. Yaga yaga. Melody FM, your real home of entertainment.
This Melody. Melody FM 100.7.
Yeah, stuff to do, yeah. Oh, sha. Good boy. Easy na me, take it things easy. Catch the sun, cruise my cheese. You spoke one for days. Come on for the body, no they breathe. Put on your shoe, make it stand at this. All your sorrow, make it dance them free. If you know be kalala, yeah. If you know be kalala, go to them Fuji. One my joke, ijogo, yeah. What you want, my jojo? Ijogo, yeah. And you my jogo, yeah. And if you know be kalala, go to them Fuji. Odupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning, yeah. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning, yeah. Up and never, do what you wanna do. I want to be shining one day. Yeah. Don't make that, don't make that. I want to live for the world. I want to live for the world. Yeah. Easy na me, take it easy. Catch the sun, cruise my cheese. You smoke one for days. Come on for the body, no they breathe. Put on your shoe, make it stand at this. All your sorrow, make it dance them free. If you know be kalala, yeah. If you know be kalala, go to them Fuji. One man jogo, ijogo, yeah. What you want, my jojo? Ijogo, yeah. And you my jogo, yeah. And if you know be kalala, go to them Fuji. Odupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning, yeah. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Dupa, joy is coming. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning, yeah. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning, yeah.
All right, you're still on to Melody Sunrise, Melody 100.7 FM in the city of IB. Of course, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Monday, money making Monday. Of course, a very wet Monday. The weather has been keeping everyone so wet. Everyone complaining of cold. August 18, 2025. Today happens to be the 230th day. Yeah, 230th day of the year. And what that means is that we have 135 days to the end of the year. We have 135 days remaining until the end of this year. So what you have to do, you have to grab it now. Of course, you have 135 days more to go. Just like yesterday when we started the year, it's already going and almost gone. So what you have to do, you have to be quick with it. Fast with it, okay? Now, for the weather predictions for Nigerian cities, we've been told that from yesterday it's going to rain. Yeah, don't expect sun. It's going to be rain from yesterday, Sunday, into today, into Tuesday, and in some places it will last up until Wednesday and Thursday. So you need to expect more of the rains. Expect more of the rains. If you think it will be sunshine, anyway, even if the sun comes, it's just going to be for a while because the rains will continue to do their thing. It's going to be rain. And this is not the time to sing rain, go away, because the rains are not ready to go away. Because what we have right now is rain in August. Okay? Now, for the remainder part of the day, what the weather prediction will look like for the remaining part of this day, because it's been rain, right? It will continue like that for today in the city of Ibadan. And later it will subside a bit and change to cloudy weather with the precipitation of 20%. The humidity for Ibadan is 88% for today, and the wind will be moving at 10 km per hour. And the temperature is going to be ranging between 23 degrees Celsius and of course 27 degrees. The highest you can have in Ibadan for the temperature today is 27 degrees Celsius, but it will not be lower than 23 degrees Celsius. So wherever you find yourself, you try as much as possible to remember all of these things. In Lagos, similar cloudy weather situation to Ibadan. But the temperature in Lagos is a bit different from that of Ibadan. Because at Lagos, the temperature is going to be between 24 and 28 degrees Celsius. Right now, it is standing at 26 degrees Celsius with the wind moving at 11 km per hour and the precipitation of 20%. Yeah, for those who be finding themselves, you find your way in Abuja today. Let's give you the weather prediction for Abuja. What Abuja will be looking like today. Abuja is going to be witnessing a more cloudy situation as well, with the temperature there between 22 and of course 26 degrees Celsius. But right now, it is standing at 23 degrees in Abuja, with the humidity of 86% and the wind moving at 13 km per hour. Of city of ABJ. So wherever you find yourself today, you just try as much as possible to be a good Nigerian. And from here, we wish you the very best of this beautiful, beautiful day. You know, one thing about the month of August, ordinarily people should be talking about August break, but today is 18 and the rains have continued to come down. It is what we call climate change, and a whole lot of things are changing nowadays. Not what we used to have back in the day. The way they used to be is a bit different right now to what we used to have. Now, people have been reacting to a Comfort Emansin's video that she posted yesterday, the Ibom Air passenger that went viral about this time last week, giving us what to see, spoiling some of our fasting when they opened our system. You know what I mean, right? Now, she has said all of her naked bodies flooded the internet, and now she's traumatized. Yeah, she said, I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. I can't even go out to look for a job. I can't even go out to look for anything. She said, I'm a real estate agent. That's where I get my daily bread. But right now, I can't go out because I've been traumatized. Everything they said is not true. But I was asking a question after analyzing the video, and I asked, a lady that spoke this good English like this and is now saying she doesn't know how to spell general, because that's where the problem started, according to her. She said she asked the lady, the air hostess, to help her spell general, as in General, general. That the lady said, I don't have your time. I don't have time for children like you. And that's where the problem started. And they started beefing each other. But women, women are women. She said plenty things. Maybe you should just listen to a little of what she said. Just a little. Just a little of what she said.
Appreciate God Almighty and everyone that stood by me, that fought for me when I was in prison. When I came out, the love I saw, the support I saw from you people, I was never expecting it. For a commoner like me, you guys fought for me, you guys stood by me. I want to appreciate you all. I said that God Almighty will bless you. So on the 10th of August, on Sunday, I boarded a flight from Oyo to Lagos. So when we were inside the aircraft, the normal procedure happened. The lady Juliana was telling everybody from the front, like from the front seats, coming to the back because I was at the back. So she came to me. She said she came to me. So while she came to while she was coming forward, so she came and I was struggling to put my phone. I was putting my phone on flight mode. So she said no, that I have to put it off. So I told her that one of my phones, because I was with two phones, one of my phones is for a fault. The phone is bad. The power button is bad, precisely. So I showed her that the power button is bad. So she said I can put off my phone without the power button. I said okay. So she said I should go to my settings. So while she was telling me go to your settings and all that, I went to my settings. So she said go to your general. So while trying to do that, the pressure from her, so the man that was sitting on my right now helped me and off one of the phone, put one of the phone off, while we were struggling on the other one that has the power button still. So she said I should go to the my general. I went to the general. I went to the settings and the general. So when I told her, okay, please, before then, I told her, please, can you assist me and spell general? She said she cannot touch my phone. She can never touch my phone. Children of nowadays. So I now turned to the guy that helped me to off one of my phone. I told him, please, can you assist me and spell general? So the guy now collected my phone and showed me and spelled type general on this thing. So when I went to her, okay, this is the general, I am here now. So the phrase that she was even giving me was not even encouraging. I had to click with the same guy again on my right. So please, can you please do you know how to she said, do you know how to help me and off it from here, please? He now said, okay, no problem. He helped me and off the phone eventually. So now off the phone, the two phones, put it.
Now you heard it right there. That was where all the wahala started. I mean, general. And I'm asking. I've asked that question online. People have been reacting to my question online. For a lady that spoke this good, how can you not know how to spell general? You don't know how to spell general? And you've been using phone for how long now? And you say your phone had power issues? I think I have issues with the with our own statements. I think I do. If you listen from beginning to the end of that video, I don't have time to play all of them. You know that some things are not connecting. Anyway, that's the story for another day. She's now been made ambassador, right? People are looking for her left, right, and center. So people are even offering to give her some treats abroad. Somebody has offered to give her a house, offered to give her a job in Delta. Another offered her this, offered her that. And I ask, what a country that we are in. And it's going to be something that will lead others to be doing some wrong things now. There's a lady whose video is going viral as well from yesterday. who was beating an FRSC official, a road safety official, who was trying to impound her car. Serious beating the man, somebody's husband. And the man decided not to touch her. And they said this is what you get when you pay impunity with money and salaries. God have mercy. What a country. This is where we have found ourselves. Let's go to celebrate those celebrating now before we wrap up the conversation this morning.
Don't move my shit, man. Ho, baby, what's your name? Go, girl, it's your birthday. Open wide, I know you're thirsty. Say and we don't buy no drinks at the bar. Pop champagne, cause we got that dough. Let me hear you say you want me say
All right, go girl, it's your birthday. Go boy, it's your birthday. If it's your birthday, we celebrate with you. That's what we do every day. Happy birthday, everyone celebrating today. If you're under the sound of my voice and you're celebrating today, we say happy birthday to you. August 18th is the birthday of Muhyiddin in your daddy Johnny. He's one of my boys. I think now he's in Kwara State, right? He's doing his own thing there. He's a sport presenter there. Happy birthday, Muhyiddin. There's a bureau is in was smart. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday. Silver. Own day, today is your birthday. Happy birthday as well to this one. As well as Glory Uta. eBay Bethran. Yes. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to Shiju Harmony. Yes, Shiju Harmony. One of the very beautiful musicians that we have around here in Ibadan. He's one of my in-laws there, okay? So Harmony, happy birthday Harmony. For those listening now, be like, today's Harmony's birthday. Yes, happy birthday Shiju. God bless your new age. Everyone celebrating today, happy birthday to you. Wishing you long life in good health and prosperity. God bless your new ages.
Buy no drinks at the bar. Pop champagne, cause we got that dough. Let me hear you say you want me say pocket full of money, club don't jump till I walk inside the doorway. Bottles of that rosé, smelling like Dolce and Gabbana. Shawty, you the baddest, and to meet you is an honor. La mama, I got a table waiting. What you think about a convo? And if you like it, baby, we can take it to the condo. And if you like the condo, we can move the party to the bedroom. I'ma beat your body like a Congo. Since we in the club for now, might as well get another round. I know this ain't nothing in your cup, so get here, baby, let me fill it up, go girl.
Yeah, definitely. It's your birthday, go girl, go boy. It's your birthday. So let's begin to wrap things up this morning. Thank you so much for being part of today's Melody Sunrise. It makes a return same time tomorrow, 8 a.m. As I rise now, it will be time for Oro Ilu, the first edition for the week. You know how we do it every day, right? Monday to Friday. Don't forget, I'll be back at 6 for the cruise show. I'll take you on another beautiful time for the cruise, your ultimate drive time experience. On behalf of the team, Adenike Adesui, taking care of BRZ up in the Easy right here. And of course, Bobola Ego Femi, Fortune Ogba, Timothy Akman. These are the guys taking care of the stream. We Ole Adeturu, making sure everything is working the way it should work in the engineering unit. Big up to Alice as well, and not forgetting Daniel Adeyemi. To all of you, I say big ups. God bless all your efforts. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest, the nature's finest. Yes, one and all in one. Remember what I say all the time. Show love, get love in return. And if you can't help people, leave them alone. Don't add to their problem. And always remember, Nigeria has already been overblessed.